Welcome, everybody, to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gilmer, and I'm a podcast engineer here, and excited to bring you another episode of the Blue Collar Crypto Show, Tim Torosian. I do here every Sunday at 4 and 5:30 p.m. Central. And a show I've been doing for a while now. About business tips, crypto, so on for blue collar workers. But with nothing further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Tim to kick us off. Welcome, Tim.
Hi, Emily. Welcome back to the Blue Collar Crypto Show. I'm your host. Emily is a podcast engineer. Also, Kurt and Sue Roscoff participate and sometimes. So this week we're going to stick to the basics. We're going to repeat what we usually say. This is about changing your career or starting a business, which in this case, a side hustle, a side gig, has been, the propensity to do that for the American worker has increased. There's a lot of people who don't just get by on one job. So in terms of a family, you might have two jobs, and then you might have a side gig or two side gigs. So multiple employment within a family. I guess some of the magic and some of the folklore and tradition of the one earner family. Hey, that sounds pretty good, right? That's maybe not what it's like today, but some of us still remember at least the folklore of it, I should say, of one person, one parent stays in a parent family, one goes out to work, and one stays at home. And of course, there's a lot of things in Congress that they want to see if they can do some more child care. Even with a lot of stay-at-home workers these days, there's still a big demand for child care. Employers would really like to see their employees show up, but then there's this thing called remote working, and remote working means you can work at home from the telephone or like a Zoom portal, and get much the same work done that you would have got done if you went out and did it on site on a company's premises. So I would like to suggest this week looking on Indeed or ZipRecruiter, put that on your phone and start looking around, because remote positions means you can stay at home and do much the same work and you can stay home with your family, and do much the same work as if you were going someplace and had to hire daycare. So a remote job is great. We also want to suggest a career in what I'm looking at now. I'd like to share is life insurance, and you can sell on a Zoom portal. With Zoom as a visual aid, and then you can do that from a computer, but I think sooner or later you'll be able to do that from your phone. You'll be able to make sales calls directly over your phone. And there's a lot of flexibility with Zoom. A lot of employers will let you, in life insurance anyway, they will let you work your own hours. So do you want to work 4 or 5 o'clock at night till 9 o'clock? Or do you want to work on a Saturday or Sunday? Those options are available to you with some companies. So two companies I'm looking at are American Income right now. American Income, a division of Globe Life, largest life insurance company. And Symmetry, an excellent company. And because you're working on Zoom, you can make a lot more money a lot faster. than if you were working, let's say, driving to somebody's house and being let in and sitting in their living room and or meeting at a McDonald's and showing papers. You can do this right over the Zoom portal. So great thing about this is starting your own business is this is kind of a hybrid. Well, you're working for the insurance company, but let's face it, we work in the blue collar world, so we know everybody works for somebody. So having your own Zoom business with life insurance is sort of like having your own business, and we do really like to suggest that with the Blue Collar Crypto Show, and that's what we're all about here: is being your own boss. Sometimes it's not as easy as working for somebody. There's a lot of decision making in being your own boss and having your own agency or business or whatever you might call it, a franchise. There's a lot of decisions you have to make, and they are different decisions than you make on the job, right? There's a little bit less direction. When you have your own business, you have to direct yourself. And that's the show this week. Working remote on Zoom. Consider this for your financial future, and start your own business or change your career. And the best of luck until the next Blue Collar Crypto Show. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim, for all of that information. Again, we are here every Sunday at 4 and 5:30 p.m. Central. And I'd love to have you come on as a guest on this show or any of our other shows in the network. But one thing to bring up right now, in about 25 minutes, we are going to have a event. Our Project I Heart is having an event at the church at Woodlawn Church. Brian Gibson, the founder and president of Project I Heart, is giving us testimony and talking about Project I Heart and what Project I Heart does and so on. And we are live streaming it out to YouTube, Facebook, and so on. There is a Zoom link. If anybody would like to join us on Zoom, please let me know and can get you the Zoom link. And this is a deal all about our veterans. And so also encourage everybody to check out all of our social media, including YouTube, Facebook, and so on. And our people that are working with, like Jay Stone's Disability Channel, Marcus Hart of Transform Media, Lawrence Wingate Studios, Zach Clayton at the Pike Channel, and Earl Williams of the Midwest Plans and Podcast. All the great work that they do. But until next time, everybody.